$3,264 more in 2024 for SSI, Supplemental Security Income. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video. Let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, we're specifically focusing on SSI, Supplemental Security Income, and the roughly 8 million people all across the country who do rely on these benefits every single month at a maximum of $943 per month as an individual and $1,415 per month as a married couple. Now, there's some major problems with this program that you probably know about because if you're an SSI beneficiary, you know that these benefits are significantly below where they really should be because this program was brought in way back in the early 70s and it has not been reformed in many decades. As a result of that, there's some things going on right now that I do want to bring to your attention that could land an extra $3,264 in your pocket as an individual right now for 2024. That's pretty exciting if you ask me, and why I want to talk about the details here in this video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. If you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. It is totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day, watching the latest details hitting the wire, new announcements, bills, packages, proposals, changes to the benefits, reform of any way or any kind, things like that, as well as anything popping up you can possibly grab or take advantage of, including, but not limited to, money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus checks, monthly checks, and the list goes on and on. I'm watching all of it very closely. We know, and as I've been saying for a very long time now, 2024 is the year of the low income and is the year of the fixed income beneficiary who does receive benefits administered by Social Security. It's already been very busy so far, and we're not even that far into the year. There's a lot more to go and some very important things going on in just a matter of months. Either way, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Again, please subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward, and also share the video with your friends on your social media. There's a share button right down below the video. Totally free to do so. Thanks again. Truly do appreciate it. All right, subscribe, and let's get into it and talk about this $3,264 more in 2024 for SSI beneficiaries and the simple things that are out there right now that they could do. And there's actually some legislation out there that is getting a little bit of traction. And again, I anticipate the closer and closer we get to November, we're likely going to see a lot more of this popping up and more people talking about it, how important this is to do because these benefits are pivotally important for the beneficiaries, but at the end of the day, they have fallen way behind. In fact, you probably heard me say before in other videos, the SSI program is great, but it has failed the beneficiaries in a major way over the last many decades, okay? Now, why would I make such a bold statement like that? Because what is the purpose of the SSI program? The purpose of the SSI program is to lift people out of poverty and to keep them from falling into poverty. Well, guess what the SSI program is right now? It has gone from an anti-poverty program to literally a poverty program over several decades. Well, as a result of that, let me explain the details as far as what could happen now and what they're talking about, as well as the legislation out there right now that is getting traction, okay? It all comes down to the federal poverty line, okay? Maybe you've heard me talk about this before, but this is a very important metric. And again, it also indicates where benefits could be going for SSI beneficiaries. Let me explain really quickly, okay? All right, so the federal poverty line, a very important metric that we want to continue watching very closely, which by the way, right now, $14,580 for the entire year is the federal poverty line, or $1,215 a month is what the federal poverty line is divided out on a monthly basis, all right? So as a result of that, get this. SSI benefits, as I mentioned, as an individual, $943 a month is $272 below, or by the way, $272 a month below the federal poverty line. How did I arrive at that number? $1,215 per month is the federal poverty line on a monthly basis, and the SSI maximum benefit is $943. The difference between the two is $272 a month, okay? That simply means that these benefits are below the federal poverty line by $272 a month, or about, what is the math? About 27%-ish, 28%. Again, it's kind of roughly, I haven't calculated it, just kind of running the numbers in my head here as I talk. So it's about 28% below the federal poverty line. That's massive, okay? That's huge, okay? Remember, the benefits were supposed to keep up with the federal poverty line. However, thankfully, there is some legislation out there that wants to raise benefits up to the federal poverty line. Seriously, there is, okay? Which, by the way, the major piece of legislation that is out there right now, the SSI Restoration Act. You've heard me talk about it before in other videos, okay? One of the major provisions within this is to raise the benefits up to the federal poverty line, and that's what it would be right now, okay? So this would implement an extra $272 per month for SSI beneficiaries in the event they were to actually do this, okay? Taking benefits from $943 as an individual up to $1,215 a month, an increase of $272 per month for the average SSI beneficiary receiving the maximum benefit of $943 per month, okay? So that is what it's looking like as of now. Remember, by the way, let me point out the numbers on this. This $272 per month, if they were to actually raise benefits up to the federal poverty line, would land an extra $3,264 in your pocket this year alone. That'd be massive, okay? So that'd be a lot of extra money. I mean, that'd be like a huge percentage of benefits if they were to actually do this, right? Now, again, why do I continue to say if they would actually do this and what is going on with this as far as the bill getting traction? Here's the thing. I've been saying this for a very long time now, and I've been saying it for several months, which is 2024. It's all about you, the low income, fixed income beneficiary, things like this. Why? Well, think about what's coming in November. It's very important. Do you think that they maybe want to do something prior to such an important event going on in November, the election, by the way? Do you think that they maybe want to do something prior to that maybe, I don't know, gets a few people excited about them, that maybe gets a little bit of attention, that maybe gets some more money in people's pockets, that maybe changes a program, lifts people out of poverty? This alone would lift 8 million people out of poverty instantly. So do you think that would look good for politicians and lawmakers if they did something that, hey, check it out, we lifted 8 million people out of poverty instantly with this one simple policy change? I don't know. Looks pretty good, right? Which, by the way, quick side note, there's about 40 million people living in poverty right now. Seriously, that's a real number. That's a ton of people. 40 million people, which is about, what is the math on that? 12% or so of our population. It's a lot of people. 12% of the population living in poverty. It's actually a little bit less than that, but about 12%. That's a lot of people. Which, by the way, if they lifted 8 million people out of poverty just by lifting up SSI benefits to the federal poverty line, that'd be about, what is that, 23% of the population? Or sorry, not of the population, of the people living in poverty. So to lift, it basically take the poverty line or the number of people living in poverty from 40 million down to about 32 million almost instantly. It'd be a huge percentage change. It'd be a percentage drop of about 23%. It's a lot, right? So anyway, yeah, actually, what is that? Yeah, it's 20%. Sorry, it's 20%. So anyway, my point is, very important stuff here. And again, we will need to continue watching this very closely. But at the end of the day, it would result in a lot more money in your pocket. It would do what the program was set up to do, which is keep people out of poverty. That's the whole purpose of the SSI program when it was brought in and passed through lawmakers way back in the early 70s, 1972. What is that, 52 years ago? Yeah. All right, 52 years ago it was passed, and here we are still talking about it and how this program needs to be fixed, and they haven't done anything with it since the late 80s when the last time it was reformed in a major way. So this is what it comes down to. But I want to bring this to your attention really quickly so we can continue to watch this, mostly the SSI Restoration Act, but there are other dedicated pieces of legislation out there right now that would also change the SSI program, including the Savings Penalty Elimination Act. That's another one I've talked about before in other videos. They would raise the asset levels for SSI beneficiaries as well as remove the marriage penalty. Yeah, I said it, right? That'd be a great one right there. That would actually be very beneficial for a lot of people, but that is out there in that piece of legislation. There's a lot of different things out there that are in the possession of lawmakers. We need to continue watching all of them very closely. And again, that's exactly what I'll do here in these videos, is I'm going to continue watching everything. I'll bring it to your attention right away and let you know what's going on, and anything that may be coming out that'll pop up and that'll bring more money into your pocket, like this, simply raising SSI benefits up to the federal poverty line of $1,215 a month or $14,580 a year, which would be an increase of $272 a month for SSI beneficiaries who are getting the maximum $943. Be pretty nice, right? That'd be life-changing for a lot of people. Anyway, hope this one helps you. Again, I'm going to continue watching it. I'll bring you any new information as I get it. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Share the video with your friends on your social media. There's a share button right down below as well, next to the subscribe button. Other than that, go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those that I've linked down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. Make sure to check those out, and I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one, and I'll catch you again later.